So today we will be converting fractions to decimals. So I wanted to tell you that we have our very own website launching soon. So please stay tuned for more updates. Anyways, let's get back to this. We are converting fractions to decimals and vice versa today. So to start off with, let me give you some examples of decimals. So they are 3.4, 9.99, 10.7, etc. So the format in which a decimal is written is different than a fraction. So what is that difference? So here we observe that there is a whole number, there's a whole number, there's a decimal point over here, and there is another whole number. So this is how a decimal is written. So let's see how we can convert decimals to their fraction formats, because they can be converted, because a decimal is also called a fraction with the denominator 10 or any power of it, like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 and so on. So let's convert 3.4 to the fraction format. So there's a trick to do this. So what you do is that you remove the decimal point and write the number as it is. So I have 34. Then I look at the number of digits after the decimal point, which will determine the number of zeros after 1 in the denominator. So now there's only one digit after the decimal point, so that will be 1 digit or 0 after 1. So this is a decimal fraction. This is called a decimal fraction because it has the denominator as 10, which is abiding by the rules of decimals. This can't be called a decimal because decimals have a different format. So this is a decimal fraction. Now we can also simplify this. Basically, we'll divide them by their highest common factor. We'll divide both by 2, numerator and the denominator. So this will get us 17.5 or 3 2 upon 5. This is the final fraction we get. Now let's see 9.99. This will be a little different because it has 2 digits. It has 2 digits. So let's do it still. So if you remove the decimal point, it will be 999. And because there are 2 digits, there will be 2 zeros after 1. So it will be 999 upon 100. The last one is something like this. So without the decimal point, it will be 107. And there is 1 digit after the decimal point over here. So there will be 1 0 after 10, after 1, sorry. So this will get us to 107 upon 10. So now that we have learned how to convert decimals to fractions with the trick I told you, let's convert fractions to decimals. So I'll give you some examples of fractions first. So some examples are 32 upon 10. Then I have 9 upon 8, and the last one will be 1 upon 2. I have to convert these 3 fractions to their decimal formats. Let's see how I'll do it. So this, as you can see, is already a decimal fraction. So like I did in the previous thing, what I did was that I neglected the decimal point, and the number of digits after the decimal point determines the number of zeros after the digit 1. So let's kind of do the reverse of that. So what we'll get this time is that basically we'll think that if there is 1 0 after 1, that means there will be 1 digit after the decimal point. So what we can get out of that is that there will be 1 digit after the decimal point. So it will be before 2 and after 3. So this is the decimal. Now over here this is a little tricky, because now we have to multiply 8 and 9 obviously by something that will get the denominator to 10 or a power of 10. So if you do the calculation, you will have to multiply both by 125 to get the denominator as 1000, and 125 by 9 will be, I'll have to do the math first, will be 1125. And when you simplify it, which you don't have to, you'll get another fraction, which is this. So now what I'll have to do is that basically I just have to convert this fraction to decimal. So there are 3 zeros after 1. That means there are 3 digits after the decimal point. So it'll be 1.125. This will be the fraction, or the decimal rather. And now in this case I have 1 upon 2. So 2 needs to be multiplied by something that will get the denominator to 10 or a power of 10, and so does 1. So what I'll have to do is that basically I'll multiply 2 by 5. So 2 will be multiplied by 5, and so will 1, and so we'll get 5 upon 10. Now again, there is 1 0 after 1, so there will be 1 digit after the decimal point. So in this case I just have 1 digit. So what will I do? It's simple. You put the digit before 5, and because there's nothing here, it will be filled by 0. So this is the decimal you'll get, and we are done.